So I go into the office. I got my equipment, but I promise you, I've been working at home for several years, and when I have to go into the office, it actually just totally takes me out of my element. I mean, I'm glad to see my coworkers. They I thought that, they just, and I hug them. I'm so glad to see my coworkers, and I am, but it just takes me totally out of my element. It's like, so once they gave me my new equipment, I'm like, can I go home on my lunch? It just, and I know it must happen like that for the other people that work at home. It takes me out of my element. So she said yes, of course. And I just love my job because every time I think about my Pennsylvania experience, and I go to Pennsylvania, then I come back home, and then I go back to Pennsylvania, then I come back home, and and my job, they didn't have to. They could have said, Lynn, I'm sorry, I wish you well, but they stuck it out with me. That's why I had to stay in Pennsylvania the week that, I stayed in Pennsylvania a week. My sister put me up in a hotel so I could do my job. I mean, I can't miss any more days. And how much of a favor are you going to ask them? How many times you're going to ask them for favors? And so I talked to my boss, and yeah, she confirmed it. No, Lynn, you can't miss any more days. Not that I was going to get fired. It's going to be put on final, and I don't want that. I don't want to work up under pressure, And so in an effort to not be put on that, my sister put me up in a hotel. I mean, of course, some of my siblings were like, well, then, if I had, you had all this, I said, I understand that. I said, but, I've got to consider after the storm, after everything is all settled down, where do I want to be? I want to still have my job. And so my sister put me up in a hotel, and I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So yeah, I thank them very much so. My purse was in the house. So it takes me so much out of my element. I had to go home twice today. I'm on my way out, and I look at the back seat. Okay, where the laptop? Turn back around, go back home, get my laptop, which I was required to bring in to exchange for the new equipment. And then I leave the house, go all the way to Panera Bread's to buy me my usual breakfast sandwich. Look in there, y'all saw, where my purse? Oh my God. Back home I go, So I didn't get to go to Panera Bread's, and I just got me a smoothie and a breakfast burrito that was on the way there. I got there on time, still got there on time, but I'm usually like 20 minutes early. I'm not like that dark 30 shit. No, whatever time I'm supposed to be there, I'm gonna have my ass there. Pulling up.